Lock. In his voice, I'm like,
That's not funny. That's very offensive. What are you doing over there with your lightsaber?
Hanging around.
Just hanging around.
We all have cameras and we're like, oh gosh, make sure it's fine.
bro, I be touching my hair 24/7. Don't matter if I'm on camera or not.
Welcome back to our podcast, Expanded Thoughts. This is like our 5th welcome back. We are the parents that come home with milk. We give a lot of promises, but we rarely deliver. But this time, I think this time's a little different. We have faces. I wasn't even sure if the person below me had a face. I'm not even sure if the person beside me had a face. I'm glad we have faces.
I always wanted to do cameras. I've done a camera every single time we've recorded, almost. I've always said, hey, especially like when we did the interviews, I'd be like, hey.
Hello. How are you doing?
Stay humble, stay kind. What are we doing here? Is he gonna mog us? No, he's gonna mog us. That was my one request with the cameras on. Don't mog us. He's mogging us, Hannah.
In today's video,
no, he's mogging
the
us.
last one to leave this Discord call gets $10 billion!
What?
Something like that. I don't know. I'm Mr. Beast now.
Let's open that up. People think you're Mr. Beast now, and people think I'm Mr. Least.
People think I'm Mr. Beast ever since I went to North Carolina and went to see Mr. Beast. They were like, hey, Mr. Beast! I was like, nope, GK.
I think we should add just a little bit more context to that. So we went to North Carolina. We went to see Mr. Beast. What do you mean? Did we like sacrifice babies with him, or like what were we up to?
Beast Games Season 3. Me and Locke went to Beast Games. We went to North Carolina, hung out, and saw a live taping of Beast Games. As well as being over there, we went to see Hannah.
We had to see Hannah. Hold on.
The third co-host.
Can we please stop being Mr. Beast? I want GK.
No.
I want GK.
This
back.
is me now.
No. Put it in reverse. Put it.
Stop the car. Stop the car.
I do want to rewind. We went to North Carolina. We saw Mr. Beast. We saw Beast Games. We didn't like really interact with him, but we did see him. He also brought out Usain Bolt. He never said anything about us not talking about it. He brought out Usain Bolt. We weren't allowed to record. He gave us some free merch. We were the first people there, and we're going to be on TV for it, and that's pretty cool. But something that's also cool is we got to see Hannah, which is this is such a big deal to me, low-key, because it's like, you have been subscribed to my channel for 8 years. You started off as like a fan. Like you are the first, and I'm going to have to cut this out. You are the first fan that I met that isn't a person that's like, I remember that told me he just for that as he has for his. So meeting you was a huge step up from that fan.
I have a note on my phone that is the amount of subscribers you had whenever I first subscribed to you.
Oh yeah. You made that. And didn't you keep track or like update it or something?
I have a timeline. So okay. Do you want to guess the amount of subscribers you had? Or
3,000.
Do you want to guess?
I want to say 3,000.
I think it's like 1,276.
Okay.
It is 1,798.
Whoa! What, Cade? What? He might be actually Mr. Beast.
That's how many subscribers you had when I first subscribed to you. Yeah, I also have your channel timeline. 2015 to 2019 is prank calls. I put a fun fact. It says, fun fact, as of right now, October 22nd, 9:46 p.m., there are 81 videos on Prankster Lock's channel, uploads only. Relationship videos, pre-Hall Unlock 2018 to 2019. Challenges 2018. Exploring abandoned places 2019 to present. Fun fact, Prankster Lock has been trying to become monetized since 2018. Storytime / commentary 2019 to present.
So you were a historian. You were a
Reddit 2020 to present. Fun fact, the first Hall Unlock video on Prankster Lock's channel was posted January 22nd, 2018.
We can skip the Hall Unlock fact.
Well, now we get to the Hall Unlock era, which was 2018 to that moment in time.
You can say it. I'm leaving though.
The LockIsLive wiki's gonna go crazy.
The first public vid is from 2018, but didn't become officially Hall Unlock on YouTube until 2019. And there's also, by the way, a bunch of YouTube links to your channel in different videos. Fun fact, In the early Minecraft streams, Prankster Lock had a dog named Cat, who he once almost killed by lighting his wooden house on fire with Cat inside.
We got a Reddit clip of that too, I think.
Smart Alec, look at you, you smart Alec stupid face. Look, you're gonna burn and die if you don't get out of here, Cat. Cat! No! 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 This is fine.
Gaming 2020, Minecraft around July 2020 to the present, kind of. Roblox around July 2020 to the end of September 2020. Among Us September 2020 to October 2020. No videos yet. This is obviously not current because 2020 was 6 years ago.
Since you've told me that, I'm going to throw something at you. I knew eventually you'd stop being a fangirl. I was like, there's no way this phase is going to last. That was one of the reasons why I put you on the podcast, because I'm like, you're so dope. I need a reason to keep you around. Like, you are, like, because y'all don't understand, you are artistic, you're musical. Like, I know I've mentioned these things on the podcast before, but, like, the hosts I have on this show and we have together, like, I'm so confident in us three. It took a long time for us to, like, get this dynamic and for us to have cameras on, which is what the show should be. But I am so confident in what this vision of the show should be. We've deleted the episodes that aren't the special guests, and we're going to do the show correctly this time. But, like, I literally have Cade. Cade is my brother, apparently. That's important.
Yeah, everybody thinks we're brothers.
I see it, though. I see it.
You guys low-key have the same haircut, but one of them's, like, they're in opposite directions. So that's probably a part of it. You're also both kind of pale.
Working on it.
Yeah, you're both wearing glasses. I feel like that's enough.
Not when I'm Mr. Beast.
Not when I'm Mr. Beast. But I want to clarify, we're not brothers. I will say, I think call me gay if I'm wrong, but I think we've created like a bit of a brotherly relationship at this point. You little bro me a little bit. It took me a little bit to be okay with you little broing me, but the difference when he does it compared to most people is he does it with like love. Like he does it as like he cares about me. He's like, hey, this doesn't look that great. You should do it this way. A lot of people, I think when they little bro, they're trying to like one up or like put someone down. But like Cade is actually older than all of us. He is unlike me. Like he's got a little more experience. So if he was a brother, he would be the older brother. You are a Lock because Lock is part of Lockhart. LockIsLive. You are a Lock. So if I die, you take over the channel, Cade. I think that makes sense. And you never address it.
Yeah, if he dies, I just need y'all to know that I am LockIsLive. I always have been LockIsLive. Give me your money.
Family.
I mean, yeah.
Vin
Give
Diesel.
me your family and communionship and give me your money.
So this is why you're not allowed to hang out and see Mr. Beast again. Because I knew you would want to take people's family and money away from them. I was concerned about this.
Me and Luck are both out of our minds. We decided to leave where we are at like 9 p.m. to get to North Carolina to be one of the first, if not the first, in line, which ended up being the first. At some point, I took an hour-long nap on the concrete underneath the table. That was fantastic. Lock got maybe 5 minutes in the car before I yelled at him to get out of the car. We always thought something was happening. Nothing ever happened.
When he woke me up when I was in the car, I've been reading new books. Some of the books are questionable. Cade was concerned when he got in the car. He was what are you reading in my car?
So
was it Smut?
Yes.
So context, I knock on the window. He opens the door. I knock on the window. He opens the door, and I look over at the screen, and it's am I allowed to say what title?
Yeah, it's a good book. I posted it on Snapchat. It's a good book.
It's called Lights Out.
Good book. Very good book.
I've heard of that one.
It's a pretty good book. It's a pretty good book.
I've read part of that book. Like, it's not a bad book.
Here's the thing. Hold on.
For me to have opened my door and heard what I heard from my car speakers, that's some crazy work. That's some crazy. I thought you
What'd
wanted
you
a
hear?
nap. Actually, I don't think it was like a dirty scene or anything like that. But I knew what the book was. The chances that I opened the car door and it was a dirty scene is like a 75 to 25. Like,
So here's the thing with those books, and I gotta clarify, the storylines can be really good. So the dirty parts can be uncomfortable to read, especially as like I don't read stuff like that. But
As a
sometimes you
boy?
get as a guy, I don't read that stuff. But well, I do now. But the storyline can be really good. All right, like ignore the dirty stuff. Like read around it is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Sounds like you a fan.
Lights Out was pretty good. Lights Out was pretty good. I hate to admit it. It was pretty good.
Have you read Haunting Adeline yet?
No, I'm probably
Don't read
gonna
that.
be forced to. I probably will.
I've
But
read that book.
I don't want to.
I haven't read
I
like
don't-
any
I don't-
books.
I don't want to read that one.
My
I'm
My favorite
reading-
book. Tell us. Go.
It's not anything dirty. I don't want to talk about it.
Huh? My new book's about
I'm
what if Loki
gatekeeping my
was
book.
worthy. Loki Laufeyson. Loki Thor? He's worthy.
My favorite book of all time is called Orphan Monster Spy.
Orphan Monster Spy. What is that?
It's about a
Orphan
little
Monster
girl.
Spy.
It's fiction.
Mhm.
Means not real.
Ooh, okay. Expanded thoughts.
The book is about like this little girl who is like Jewish in the whatever it was 1940s in Germany, and she witnesses her mom get murdered by the people, and she runs away and hides, and she finds this guy who like kind of takes her in, but he's a spy, and so he's trying to take down like the Nazis, and he's like, well, I need you to go undercover in this school that trains girls to be like part of Nazi Germany. And so she's a Jewish and she has to go into the school. Like that's all people who want to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason she gets in is because she's very good at playing the piano.
Very scary.
The president or whatever of the school
Spoiler alert, if you don't like this, skip to this time.
has these bomb plans and he's going to try to bomb like something. And so her job is to infiltrate his house.
Okay.
AKA become friends with his daughter. And
Okay.
get his daughter to invite her over
Okay.
for like Christmas break,
Yeah.
which ends up happening. She gets to go to their house. The guy ends up buying the main character girl like this dress, and he's like, you should wear this, and then he's like giving her wine, and he starts giving
Is this
her
a child,
tour.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like 12 or 13.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's drinking wine, and she goes and sees like his greenhouse,
Mm-hmm.
which she's like, because he said his most prized possessions are in there. And then
Okay.
she is basically drunk. And her friend, they go upstairs and they're going to go to bed. He comes up. And he tries to grape the main character girl. But he had a gun. And he was like holding it against her head. And she got it and killed him.
Nice.
She kills him. His blood goes all over the daughter too, and the daughter's like, thank you, like he's been doing it to me for years. And so she's like, where are these bomb plants? And she's like, the greenhouse. She goes into the greenhouse. She had called the guy that she was like doing all this stuff for. There's a lot more stuff that happens.
Mm-hmm.
She finds the bomb plans, and then they end up blowing up the house.
Nice. Sounds fun.
That sounds very scary.
I've read it like 4 times.
Is it your favorite book or one of
Yeah,
your
you said it
favorites?
was
That's
her
what I
favorite
did
book.
say.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deaf now, so sometimes I don't hear. But
I didn't ask.
I didn't hear. You didn't ask. I didn't hear.
That's fair.
The book thing was just one of many embarrassing things. I'm going to embarrass
That's
myself
true.
throughout the entire
That's true.
episode. Even when I meet Hannah, I embarrass myself. You
How?
Indians. And then Cade. Does that not give you a hint? Do you not know what I'm talking about? I'll let you take it away. I'll let you take it away.
They're standing right behind me, aren't they?
After all the book stuff happens, we're gonna fast forward because there's a lot of stuff that happened outside, but nothing that was really super cool other than we got on camera. We got on camera. You'll see us on TV.
True. We're gonna be on the behind the scenes of the show. We might even be on the actual show. That's dope.
I'm hoping so.
Beast
I
Game
got
Season 3?
interviewed twice.
Yes.
So
Same, I think. 2 or 3 times, I
that's
think.
cool.
Yeah.
I pulled you into the second one. I
Good
think there was a third
friend.
one, but I can't remember. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
say
think there
just
was.
the 2. We'll see it when it comes out. Hopefully they didn't go, hey GK, yoink.
Cade
so
aura formed on the camera. Like, he's 100% in. Like,
I didn't mean to. They let us in, and all our friends left, and then so I walked in by myself, and then there was a camera on me, and I flashed the Mr. Beast card, and I continued to grab my merch, and then they pulled me to the side, and they were like, "Hey, how do you like Mr. Beast?" And I was like, "WW, for sure, for sure." Not really, but you'll see it. You'll see it.
So when they first interviewed us, I didn't know the camera was going to capture us all.
Oh my gosh, you reminded me. There was something. I'm standing up for this. I'm so sorry,
He's
everybody.
gonna cook me. He's gonna cook me. He's
My
gonna cook me.
microphone changing. Listen, this guy comes up. He's like, we're gonna interview all of y'all because y'all were first. And so he's like, all of y'all stand here. And I'm like, heck yeah. Also, let's remind everybody real quick. This is a professional cameraman. And so we all stand in a line. He asks us questions. We're answering.
Very nice guy, by the way. Super
Fantastic.
nice guy.
If I ever get to see him again, if he sees this clip and he recognizes us, dude, we love you to death. Reach out.
I would love to talk to him.
He was a really cool guy. Anyways, so he's doing these questions, all this, that, the other. One of the other guys is talking, and Lock is stood like kind of in front of me, and I'm like right behind him, and just every single like or every so often he would just like slowly start moving just a little more to the right, to a point where he completely cut my face off from the camera guy, that the camera guy went, hey, by the way, if you can't see my lens can't see you, and called me out specifically. And so I was like, what the heck? And so at some point he asked another question, and Lock was gonna do it. I pushed him out the way. I was like, I've got this. Because he kept scooching his fat head over my face.
I became a whore.
I didn't.
When the cameras are on, I become a whore. It's just the way my parents raised me, I guess. I don't know.
And I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't even say anything to him until the way back, or I guess not back. We were on our way towards Hannah's direction to find a hotel. But after we left Beast Games, that's the only time I mentioned it. And he was like, oh, my bad.
My thought process was like, I need to be on the camera. That was the only, I was like, I need to be on the camera. So and the funny thing is, I'm on the camera, but if the footage shows it correctly, you're just going to see me slowly scoot more and more to the center. And it's so unnecessary and stupid.
You'll see him cover my face almost completely. The guy had the wide lens on, man. It's just it wasn't even necessary.
That's why I shouldn't be on TV.
We met some cool people. I don't think they're going to be too big of a part of the story, but we met some really cool people. It starts. Everybody's hyped. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Lock is having the time of his life screaming as well.
But you know those annoying people that are in... you're at a football game and there's people yelling and being super annoying throughout the entire game? I hate those people so bad. Those are the worst kind of people. Carry on with your story.
You
Cade.
became one. We're hanging out. Mr. Beast goes, hey, by the way, all of your voices in the audience, they're going to be part of the actual audio in the games. It's going to be fantastic. Just make sure you have a great time. Make noise. If it's a laugh, it's a laugh. If it's screaming and hollering, if it's booing, I don't care. I just want to hear you.
Which is cool, because usually they script those kind of things. Usually they have someone up front telling you what to do and what to say when. So that's pretty cool.
Right, that's true. You know, something happens. Yeah, woo, boo. And then Lock, standing right next to me, at the top of his lungs, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Just, Dude, for 2.5 hours straight!
My favorite bit was when they introduced a attractive female from another country.
Oh my gosh.
And I wanted to yell something because we're all cheering, right? So I think the most reasonable thing to say is...
She was such a sweet lady, too. She says, my name is this, I'm from here, let's do it, yeah. at the top of his lungs. At the top of his lungs. I want you to step on me!
The problem with me saying that,
dude, it was a circle. You know a ground pound in a video game? You know it does that little ground, use the big circle? That happened in the audience. I was in the center of it, where everybody just went, ooh.
Everybody cringed and looked at me. And the problem is I wanted to say, step on me, mommy. But I noticed the vibe of the crowd started to shift as I was yelling it. So I was like, hey, maybe I won't.
Every single eye is on us.
It's so bad.
And I have my face in my hands, and he leans over and whispers in my ear, I was going to say mommy, but I didn't think they would like that. They didn't like any of it. That was midway through. He continued the 6-7 after this.
I was also yelling random stuff besides 6-7. It wasn't just 6-7. You're giving 6-7 a little too much credit.
A lot of it. The guy that we met, I've talked to him since. A lot of it was 6-7.
That poor guy. By the way, we met a very talented musician. I'm sure we'll bring him on or talk about him again. Not a great first impression from me, but somehow we became friends. Something's got to be wrong with this guy to like me after that. Like, I didn't like me. I was on 2 hours of sleep. Like, bruh.
If nothing else, you'll definitely see him around. I just don't know how yet. I did find out he's already like famous on TikTok. Do you remember those videos of this guy that's like, would you like $1 or a mystery gift?
Yeah.
He was one of the guys. He's the guy that got to see Boy with a Uke.
Rings a bell. I'm not sure who that is.
The guy with the LED face mask that has a ukulele.
I know who that is.
You would know if I played his song. It was a massive TikTok sound about the time that you were knees deep in it.
I did have some occasional funny bits throughout the night. A good one was when they were handing out the Feastables, and at the top of my lung, I did the SpongeBob meme, chocolate! And I did like such a good replica, which was fine. It was funny.
The first 2 times.
When you're about 2 minutes in, hearing a guy yell chocolate, it's kind of loses its charm. To the point some random guy gave me his chocolate to shut me up, and it worked. I did shut up.
I'd go so far as to say, this random guy, by the way, was the guy stood right in front of us. Lock is practically screaming in this man's ear as this guy tries with every ounce of his being not to turn around. I felt it. It was a dark aura.
Someone walked by me, and I literally thought they were just going to punch me. And my mindset at this point was, if I get attacked, it's a deserving thing. Like, if I get attacked, I'll probably shake the guy's hand afterwards. Like, I agree. That would be deserving. I don't believe in assault, but sometimes I do believe in assaulting me. In this specific context, I do believe, don't ever take that out of context. Don't assault me. This is not a opportunity for people to assault me. But in this specific opportunity, I think I would have been fine with it. I would have understood. So someone walks up to me and they like kind of graze me because it's a very tight area. I start like protecting my nuts, my chest a little bit. I'm ready for someone to hit me. He doesn't hit me. I was really surprised. I thought I was going to get hit.
I told Locke that if someone did hit him, that he was going to have to face the guy by himself, because if I went in there, I would have to hit him.
I wouldn't have even fought him. I would have probably shook his hand and said, yeah, I agree. have a good night.
There was a point where I was just overwhelmingly annoyed, but I was just like, it's still such a great time to be here.
I ruined my night. Like,
yeah, it was rough. It was rough. That, and I almost jumped out the car and fist fought someone on the way out from Beast Games.
Traffic. But that wasn't even the best part. The best part was finally being able to meet Hannah, which we discussed earlier. This is such an ADHD episode, but I'm loving it. I hope you guys are too. This is how we are. We're getting distracted. We're doing the bob and weave, but we're always connecting back. We're connecting back to our conversations. And we got to meet Hannah, which is awesome. Because, as I said, she's been a fan for so long. She's been a friend for so long. I wasn't sure if she was a real person. I was thinking she could have been, like, wearing a mask. I was thinking she could have been, like, baiting me. Like, we haven't done cameras yet for the show. I was like, is this even... Hannah might be AI-generated slop. Like, I'm not sure if you're real. But I can now confirm you are real. And I kind of had that bit throughout first meeting her.
Yeah, that's what got him embarrassed.
Do you want to tell the story? Do you want to tell the story?
We went to the movies to see Obsession, and we're in the parking lot, like about to go inside, and like we're just standing by the cars, like 4 cars, like, and we're just standing there, and these people are coming behind Lock.
People our
He's
age
looking at
as
me.
well.
People are coming behind Lock, and they're gonna be getting in the car right next to mine, and they're just standing there, and I see them, and they're just standing there, and I was waiting for him to finish his sentence before we got out, before I was like move, and they were standing there. It would all happen so fast. He said something like, well, I don't want to say what you actually said.
He thought you were an Indian.
He pretty much told me that I was wearing a mask.
And you should take your face off.
Right.
I was
I was
specifically telling her to grab her face and rip it.
Right,
exactly. I was saying, grab your face and rip it off. And there's people behind me.
So there was people standing right there, and we made eye contact when he said that. And I looked at him, and I was like, and then you turn around, and you saw them, and you were like, oh.
You didn't even tell me there were people. So a good friend would say, "Hey, there's some people behind." Hannah was just like, "I'm gonna let this unfold."
A better friend would watch you fail and laugh at it
and turn it into a podcast clip.
I watched all of it from the other side of the car. It was definitely something to witness.
All this was like one of these situations where like me and Cade were both on very, very little sleep. It was either I had no energy or I had way too much energy. Spoiler alert, I had way too much. When we first met, it was naturally kind of awkward because like we've never actually all hung out in person.
But then I gave them frozen fruit.
That's true. That was very good. And you baked. I made
banana bread cookies.
And you made banana bread before we even got there. And I love banana bread. And that was nice. That was good. Good. Very good.
I stole the bread and the cookie.
Yeah.
It was yummy.
I have a lot of cookies.
A what?
A lot.
I have a cookie jar that looks like a strawberry, and so I have a lot of cookies.
I heard a letter cookies. I'm like, what is a letter cookie?
Right now, at work, our cookie of the week is banana pudding cookies.
Ooh.
It tastes like cereal milk.
I need to go.
Yeah.
I need to try that.
We're closed on Mondays.
Cookies that taste like milk and cereal? Did I hear that correctly? Is that what you said?
Yeah, cereal milk.
I love that. That sounds wonderful. I love milk. It's concerning. I should have grown out of that by now, but I love milk.
I hate milk.
I drink milk by itself. I'm a sociopath.
I don't like the cookie. We're sitting at the island, and Locke just goes, "You can tell me I'm funny."
In my defense, you weren't laughing at anything I said.
He struggles sometimes.
So here's my thing. So here's here's my thing. You came from as a subscriber, as a fan. How do you not find me funny? What?
Girl, I'm gonna be honest.
You used to be.
You used to be. I fell off.
You changed.
You fell
off.
Changed.
I have changed. But when I was younger, it was more like awkward, though.
That's funny.
I was immature. That's why I found you funny.
Wow. So you're saying the only way I'm funny is if someone's immature. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm hearing.
What's your audience look like?
No.
That sounds sarcastic.
What does your audience look like?
What does your audience statistics look like, age-wise?
Yeah. Let us know.
Next question.
Next topic, actually.
Oh, guys, I thought about this whenever you started speaking gibberish, Lock. Whenever I was younger, I made up a secret language.
What was that like?
Tell me a word to say.
I think we should do a whole podcast in Minionese.
Bathroom.
Bob a top hop, rop o mop.
Man, you know how long I'd use the bathroom on myself trying to figure out how to say where's the bathroom.
I would just abbreviate bop rop.
Right, that's my bad. I should have known the slang.
So Lock would be lopo cop cop, and then Cade is coppe doppy.
Yo, coppe doppy.
Mine is hoppe nop noppe.
Hoppe nop noppe.
How you say Mississippi?
Mississippi. Missis. Mop I sop, I pop I. I hoppe vappy noppy vappy rob, boppy enop, top o, mop I sop I.
What did you just say?
I.
Hey, 10 points to anybody that can decipher that in the comments. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Hannah
You know
will read
what?
the
I
comments
like
for
that.
this.
I like that. I feel like someone should decipher that. I feel like that's pretty good. I feel pretty good with this episode. What do y'all think?
Yappy hop.
I want to say real quick to the audience, guys, I'm gonna move again.
And I was gonna move out with Cade, but
That is true. That's not happening.
yeah.
But I am moving out, so we're gonna try to pump as many videos into at least the stream or the pipeline as we can. So if you see me like moving around, that's why.
It's gonna be some pre-recorded stuff a little bit, but also me and Hannah are gonna be filming some fresh stuff in the meantime, and we're gonna keep the show going. And I believe this show has a lot of potential because when I look at the analytics, we're still having a green show, which is so bizarre. The analytics are green. We haven't properly done the show. The funny thing is, I would argue Expanded Thoughts was a failed podcast. We started the podcast way before podcasts were ever popular. We were before the podcast trend. By the way, I also started streaming before there was a streaming trend. Just throwing those two things out there. I'm a little bit ahead of the trend, except my
True.
hair. My hair never changes. I'm behind on that. So anyways, I feel like we're finally doing the show properly. We're finally doing the show correctly. I'm super excited to see where the show goes. And Hannah is a real person, which is exciting. You know, it would be one thing if it was just me and Cade on the show, because I feel like there's a lot of podcasts with just two dudes having a microphone. I feel like that's
True.
so overdone. And how are you going to have a show called Expanded Thoughts without having a female perspective? I really believe Hannah plays such a pivotal role, and I'm so excited for this. And Cade is going to be doing some major things that we're not allowed to talk about. That's all I'm saying. It's major wins are in the pipeline. I don't know what goes on, but like somehow our energy transfers within each other. So with that being said, Cade's having a huge win, and you don't like the way I said that, Hannah, or something?
No.
It's okay.
I don't
Cade's
care.
having a huge win. And I think we're all going to have a huge win soon. And I think this show is going to be a huge win. And shout out Expanded Thoughts, everyone who's still watching, still supporting. And I think we got to make it up to you guys. I really think so. But less talk, more doing. See you guys soon.
Yes.